Oh, what are we gonna do? Huh? You gonna blizzard? You gonna blizzard me? Huh? You gonna do blizzard to me? You gonna you gonna blizzard me? He gonna blizzard me. Okay. It looks like I do have a viewer now. So anyway, so now that I think everything is set up and you know, oh wow, I do actually have a viewer. Hi, viewer. Do this thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into this game. So the deck I'm going to be playing is a variant of Big Spell Mage that I have included a few different things in that I've seen from various places, but I don't think I've seen them quite used in the way that I'm going to be using them. Oh, that is so weird. I can hear myself talking in the background. I need to stop. Okay. Shh. Oh my gosh. It's so weird. Oh, what?
Medivh versus Jaina.
So,
You asked for it.
Let the game
something you might notice right away is I'm running Spiteful Summoner. This is actually just a placeholder till I get that 7-drop from the Boom expansion that's coming out in, what, a week? The Boomsday will be upon us. So there's two things that this could be. Either going to be a control mage, like mine, or it's going to be a tempo mage. And either of those, I think, would be very challenging for us. Because we don't have a lot of the same tools that another big spell mage would have. But at the same time, tempo mage just, like, exists to run over this type of deck. So we'll see what happens. But I'm very excited. But first off, we gotta greet the other guy. See if they're a good sport.
Hello there.
I said we're gonna greet the other guy and see if they're a good sport. So
Hello there.
and then we're gonna throw a fireball in his face. Okay. So Mr. Berndorf, rank 12, mage. Oh, he's playing Big Spell Mage. So I'm gonna say we're at a bit of a disadvantage because we don't have the same tools that they have, but we do have a lot of minions in our deck. When I say we have a lot of minions, I mean we have a lot of minions in our deck. We have a lot of big spells. But I think the thing that's going to cinch this for us is the thing that we have in this deck that I think makes it very special, that I haven't seen any other big spell mages playing, is we have the Azalina Soul Thief. And for those of you watching who aren't familiar with that card, the Azalina Soul Thief has a battle cry effect, where when you play the Azalina Soul Thief, it makes your hand a copy of your opponent's hand, which from a control standpoint is really good. You know everything that's coming at you. And if you're, the way this deck actually goes is actually I end up playing a lot of stuff because there's a lot of minions in the deck, and I might need to reload. But as you can see, I don't have any draw power. Because I am a control deck, I don't want to exhaust myself. Wait, what did he shoot? Oh, that's a Breath of Cindergrosa. What the hell is he playing? You played what breath? Oh, I know. He's probably playing the like, it wants to be tempo but not quite tempo Raven value deck, where he just wants to put out a butt ton of ravens, and that's the deck. Or the Raven Familiar. Yeah, I believe that's what he's playing. He's playing the Raven. No, Raven Familiar. What the hell is that called? It's the stupid 4-drop bird. That every time you cast a spell, you get a random 2-cost minion. And, like, if you have pack your deck with a bunch of... Oh no, he's just playing straight up Elemental Mage. Whatever. That's cool. So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to clear the board. Well, it might clear the board. Yeah, it's clearing the board. Because I realize I have 2 polymorphs in my deck. And the way this particular card goes, if you're not familiar with it, Dragon's Fury, you reveal a spell from your deck. It's random, RNG, and it deals damage to all minions equal to its spell cost, its converted mana cost. So for my deck, the way it's designed, it's either going to deal between 4 and 10 damage, because those are the mana value range of the spells in my deck. So, for those of you who just need a little bit of background on that particular card. So Big Spell Mage is a deck where it's a control deck, number 1, and the way we control our opponent is just by having a bunch of AoE effects. So I have lots of AoE. I have a ton of AoE cards in my deck. I have 2 copies of Blizzard. I have 2 copies of Flame Strike. I have 2 copies of Dragon's Fury. 2 copies of Meteor. Yes, Meteor. I run Meteor. Don't judge me. I also run 2 copies of Polymorph and 2 Spellbreakers in this deck for to deal with, you know, really bad card effects my opponent may have. Big minions or that I might not be able to just cleave down with my AoE or, you know, whatever. And the added bonus of Polymorph is a big card in this deck that really is the victory condition. Is this card Frostlich Jaina, which, you know, has the potential to just give you water elementals, where you saw earlier they played a water elemental. It's a 3/6 that freezes things that it hits. So, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to continue on forward. Looks like we lost the 1 viewer I had. That's kind of makes me sad, but no, at the same time, it's all good. Because this is going to go on YouTube, where it's going to find a much wider audience. God damn it, Elemental Mage. No one asked you. No. I don't want to play the Soul Stealer right now. Not before I play Jaina. Oh, high roll! I literally have Pyroblast in there for 2 reasons. 1, so I have a chance of fishing out something big with Spiteful Summoner. And 2, so I have some burst to actually finish games with. Because sometimes I found you'll get really close, but not quite there. But just straight up 10 damage, and just end the game. So this guy is like, what the heck is going on? This guy is playing Spiteful Summoner. What up? I'm actually just going to go Arcane Artificer, Blizzard, and then I'll just trade this in there. And I think it's probably the best way to go. Because this guy... What? Are you going face damage? You know I'm a control mage. And you're going face damage? What is wrong with you, sir? It's like you don't know how to play mage. Oh, what are you gonna do now? So now you have a really good target that you could have hit with that 2 damage. But now you don't have 2 damage to deal anymore.
Reality.
Oh, what are we gonna do? Huh? You gonna Blizzard? You gonna Blizzard me? Huh? You gonna do Blizzard to me? You gonna Blizzard me? He did Blizzard me. Oh, that's funny. That was actually kind of funny. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna play Frostlich Jaina.
Do not fear power.
Fear those
who wield it.
And I still have my Ultrasaur. What are you going to do about my Ultrasaur? That is the real question. Oh, this guy's just watching me. Streaming on Twitch. So, what do we got here? So, I could Breaker my Ultrasaur, which I can then use to trade into, well, whatever the heck I want at this point. I don't really know.
Time melts away.
I mean, the easy way out would, of course, be to play the Lich King, which would just give me a taunt minion. I don't know if that's what I want to do, because he's just going to immediately die as well. What did he use to freeze my guy? Oh, we killed that one with a fireball, so he has a burst in his deck. So he is not... I don't know what's going on over there. Well, let's see what I get. I want to roll the dice. Actually, I think this is probably the safe play.
Time is now.
It'll get me a water element next turn, assuming he doesn't want to lose it. And, you know, he might not want to lose it. We'll see. I don't know. He might just burn it himself. I've seen a lot of mages, they'll just fireball their own thing to get their stuff out of fireball range, which, you know, it's definitely one way you can go with it. Now, my guy has 3 damage on it, and he wants to kill it. So, I think the safe thing to do would be to trade... Oh, wow. That's... What is he? Flame Strike? Oh. There it is. Straight up, just AoE me. So I got that. So what I need to do is just... Hey, well, let's see. He doesn't have enough damage on the board to kill Lich King.
Warriors of the frozen wastes, rise.
I'll just throw this out there. Because if he leaves any of those guys with the 2 on the back end, I'll be able to... That was weird. I'm like, N. Okay, what do we got here? Feral minions removed. I don't want to do that. Beam Surger. Okay, so he has a way to deal with that very eloquently. But that's okay. I don't really care about the 30 million armor that he has, because that's really not a big deal for me. Okay. What? What? He's gonna let me have it for another turn? Whatever, I'll just...
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
Sweet essence.
So, am I lagging? Oh, that's... Well, I am streaming, so... It's possible I'm experiencing a good deal of lag right now, but let's see what's happening. So, we're playing against Elemental Mage right now. And we're playing my Big Spell Mage variant, which I've included some things that, you know, is a little unusual for a Big Spell Mage to have in this day and age. I'm running the Prince Keliseth package, so I'm also running a ton of minions. Let me just explain my recipe I have here. Because I have a lot of minions in this deck, and the minions are actually what helps carry me against a lot of things that I would otherwise struggle against, like having all the top minions I have in like the same games really go, what the fuck, man? Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. Okay. I'll play my spiteful summoner. Do we get high roll? That's okay. I will accept the meteor for what it is. Oh, okay. That's actually not bad. I'll take that. And it's still lagging. Should I be streaming? I don't think so, but you know, it is what it is.
Job's done.
Okay. This guy's like, I can't believe I'm playing against Spiteful Summoner. You win some, you lose some. What's in your hand, buddy? Because I'm actually quite curious at this point.
The icy winds of Northrend will consume your soul!
No? Here, I see you looking at that one, so I'm just going to go ahead and just remove that from the line. Go. Ooh, Elise. I like Elise. Elise. I used to run Elise in my more normal Big Spell Mage not that long ago. Ooh. You gonna be drawing some cards? Oh, baby. Oh, you're gonna deny me a water elemental? That's not very nice. How dare you? The Vorax. What is this? Such a interesting thing to get. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just turn it into a shape and continue the creation of our army of water elementals. Which are, of course, going to be very do I want to be greedy? Yeah, I want to be greedy. Because why not? This person starts to get it. Oh, wow, he only has 8 cards. What was he using to draw? Oh, he used Arcane Intellect. So I'm like, what did he use to draw with? Shame that plants are not element. Wouldn't it be funny if plants became its own archetype?
Your
Like all
magic
traits
shall
and
not
traits.
save.
That's not going to remove lifesteal, because that's granted by my hero card. So we're going to be like, we're going to give him wow.
By my frozen heart.
You know what? The truth is found in death.
Truth is found in death.
Alright, so we're just going to play cards. So I think it's at this point safe to say that we've won this game. They've run out of oddly aggro elemental mage. Because I have so many tools to just wipe the board. I live in board wipes with this deck. And this deck actually has some pretty good minions to back it up. But let me go ahead and explain some of the things I have. Because in the next patch, they're actually changing some of the card interactions, which are kind of a big deal. Which I think is going to push this deck up quite a bit farther than it is currently. As only a Fold Thief, when it copies the hand currently, what it does is you just get copies of those cards as they exist normally. But in the upcoming patch, when Doomsday goes live, what's going to happen is you get to copy all the modifications and replayability cards. This goes the same with cards that shuffle into the deck. Like Archbishop Benedictus, who takes the deck. He'll also copy modifiers to the deck. So, whereas currently, if you were to play Prince Keliseth and you buff all the minions in your deck and Benedictus takes them, he just gets regular copies of them in your deck. Whereas after the patch, those copies will going. Now, the reason I actually stopped playing this deck a lot was because Shudderwalk was a thing, and Shudderwalk just beat this deck, no matter what I did. But things in this deck that are going to change that matchup around are this one-of copy of, where is it? The Life Drinker. So I get that nice little Life Drinker battle cry. And why do I care about battle cries? Because what I'm running also is Azalinath Soul Thief, which when my opponent, Shudderwalk player, starts getting these 1 mana cost Shudderwalks, I'll actually be able to get to play all the Shudderwalk spam before he does. And they'll each be draining 3 life too, because I'll have a Life Drinker in my deck. And so basically, I'm going to be able to do his trick before him, because his first Shudderwalk is going to cost 9.
What to do?
And depending on how his RNG goes, I will get to play more Shudderwalks than him on the following turn. So I will always be ahead of him. And then it just becomes a contest of, what's the word? Exhaustion. Not exhaustion. And you can't draw cards. Because that's what it's going to come down to at that point. Because we're just going to infinitely be draining each other's life back and forth. And I'm just going to be draining his life just as much as him. So that's the theory behind this deck. This is how I'm going to beat Shudderwalk. Because Shudderwalk is going to be... Actually, I'm curious to see how far I can